and I'm going to tell you what happens.
Because somebody should show up.
I can't really address that because it's so. How come you don't get the proper service? I mean, I think you're saying that the police department never shows up.
I have neighbors that can back me up
disagree
on
with
that.
But I will tell you this: if you have a problem with the location, you can tell us tonight, and we'll address it. And I'm right here. And you can come to the meetings and you let me know what the problem is. But a way to figure out, you tell me what officer you called, and specifically, and they didn't get the service. A lot of times what happens is that you call 911 or 311 or you call the precinct, and by the time the officers get there, the problem is gone. They moved to the down the block and they're no longer there. So when you perceive as the police not showing up, if the police did show up, the problem had just moved away.
CompStat's great. It's like computer-generated statistics that police know where things are happening. We can tell you where they're happening, okay? Her problem is the same problem that we have with the production lounge. And with the production lounge, you heard everybody clap when you said that you were going to do what you guys were doing, okay? And the city has to be able to close down first. And I've got papers here for closing down the Marquee in Manhattan for being a public nuisance. It's a lawsuit by the city. So, you need to take all of the resources.
Did I say that we couldn't close down?
You need to take all the resources at your disposal, which are considerable.
But I said I would do that.
And we need to do it. But the thing is that the issue that the lady raises is the issue that we have at really the intersection from Greenpoint Avenue and Franklin all the way down to Kings. We have a bunch of bars and we need to have on the weekends, pretty much all night long, we need to have foot patrol, we need to have police cars there to monitor noise and activity. Those resources, I'm not criticizing the job you've done, okay? I think the 9 Corps does a great job, right? But we need to identify where there are issues going on, and that's an issue. And those resources have to be dedicated from the precinct every Friday night, every Saturday night, all night, and into the early morning hours, so that people don't leave the bars and throw bottles on campus, so that people don't shoot up in front of the production lounge, so that so that there is a police presence. Because if there is a police presence, it will work. But you need to dedicate those resources.
I don't even know if there was a question there. I mean, you said that some of the looking close bars. I never said we couldn't close them.
No, I know I'm not saying that.
But you're making points that we need a police presence, and I understand that. You would say when you are a police presence, and I already reiterated that we're going to have a police presence. Now, I'd like to put a police officer on every corner. I'd like to do that. But now I know where I'm going to like my police presence for the next couple of weekends. But, I'm limiting my, I'm going to make the community safe. I think I stated that. And I'm going to use the resources I have. And we already pointed out that this is a problem. I think that's the general crux of this meeting. Now, am I going to put extra resources there? Yes. I mean, you tell me that, we should put resources. I think that whole meeting, I've basically been saying I'm going to put extra attention there.
Back to the specific.
You got a question?
Yeah, back to the production lounge.
I came here.
Sorry. Back to the production lounge situation. You said that you're working with the bar owner to come up with safeguards so that something like this doesn't happen again. What is the police department actually able to do in with the bar owner? Just make suggestions? Are you able to mandate certain security improvements?
We're able to work with the bar owners in a way that is better to the community. We're able to, and if the bar owner is willing to work with us, we're willing to work with them and to make the community a safer place. And the necessary requirements to make the community will be done. Okay, and if they're not done, then the ball will not be fitting in the community, and we'll move to take the proper measures, which a business that is affecting the community in a negative way.
Thank you.
I don't know if this was answered. Was the shooter apprehended?
The shooter was not apprehended. The detectives are working on that right now. Again, and Phil has brought that up. There's cameras all over the place, and we use that to hopefully help us in apprehending the
I want to talk about next steps. I think, well, one thing I would request of you is that if you could request of your superiors authorization to share more information with us. I think.
What do you mean, shit? What kind of information you want them to share?
For instance, this citizen here was just asking what specific measures or what specific rules and regulations you are permitted to hold the owners more
If
accountable.
you would like, if you would like, after the meeting, I will, or the next meeting, I will give you different codes that the bars should.
I think that would be helpful. I think if you could help with that, and
if that's what you like, I will
could also help with that. That level of specificity in a moment like this is what helps a community regain its calm because the uncertainty is
what I'll do is the next meeting I'll have someone come in and say what and just what requirements the bars are required to do.
And one other request, just for the record, is if you could give us more information about the patrols and about the resources that you do have, because that might help us advocate for you to have more resources if we can agree that perhaps you don't have the number of patrolmen or patrol cars in order to do the job it seems to necessitate doing.
Right.
We can work together on that.
The 9-4 precinct is patrolled adequately at this time. And if we do need available resources, we do call extra people. Like we have the Brooklyn North Task Force, which is readily available if we need someone in a spur of the moment type deal. But we also have different units that work within the 9-4 that aren't assigned to the 9-4. We have narcotics units, vice units, and we have street crime units, and we have, like I said, the task force. So right now, I mean, I think anybody, I live in Queens, would want more police officers in their community, and I would want more police officers in my community. But I also don't want higher taxes. So right now, we're adequately staffed. I mean, we can always, like I said, any community in any place in any big city could use more police officers. Right now, the 9-4 is adequately staffed to supply you the best service that we could possibly do. You had a question?
Yeah, sort of to follow up, can you tell us what the production rounds of the cabaret license and what does it take?
And how many summons you have issued to this place since it opened?
We are, they do have a cabaret license. Do they have a cabaret license? I'll have to check on that. If they have a cabaret license. As far as summonses, I'll have to check on that for you too. But we're monitoring.
I just want to thank the precinct for keeping the police car and an officer there all weekend. I saw that with my own eyes.
You're welcome.
I also want to thank you for cracking the case for breaking into our trucks at 280 Callier Street. You apprehended the guys?
Yeah, two guys? Yeah.
It happened on the 24th and the 25th, and I appreciate that. I got the guys.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I live at 144 Kent Street. I just wanted to share with you our frustration. I came to the meeting in October because I have a large friend student, and everybody, Friday night, Saturday night is party time. Came to the meeting, mentioned it. There was coverage for, let's say, 3 weeks. Things calmed down. The kids, I don't know. Kids to me are what, 20-year-olds? I don't know anymore.
I know.
The point is, they're drinking, and you know they're underage.
Right.
They've got friends coming with cars delivering alcohol to them. All right, so you know they're not buying it themselves. The problem moves,
It comes back.
and then it comes back, and
What?
that's the point.
What's the address?
144, 142, 140.